In this video, we'll look at string concatenation, how we can add one string after one another. There's different way in Julia. So first you need to create the string, and here I'm also adding an integer, so I will concatenate also an integer in the middle. And so part one is I want, just a string. Amount is 5, we can change it if we want. And then I did this symbol with the emoticon as I showed in previous videos, equal x. So if I want to concatenate all this, it should say I want 5x. So first I assign those variables, and then I got string, and I do part one, amount, and this little symbol of egg. So it's actually like a frying egg, but the name is egg when you look for it in the emoticon. So that's why I took it. So this function will concatenate everything for me. But this function is not adding the space that I might want, right? In I want, I didn't have a space. In egg, I didn't have a space. And in the int, of course, I didn't have a space. So now everything is together. Option one, I can edit my strings, but I won't do that. I will show you that I can also, both are fine, but here I decided to create one more string in the middle with a space. When I do that, I'm concatenating all those 5 strings and an integer. So I got part one, space, amount, space, the x. Why am I showing this with strings? So the first thing is, look, this amount was an int, right? So the good thing is that string is converting this number when it can directly into a string. I didn't have to do anything, right? It was a number, but still it worked, and everything is in a string. I want 5 egg, 5 was a number, but I didn't have issue. String replace the value 5 in integer by a value 5 in string, and no issue. Now for concatenation, you can also use the star, the same star we use for multiplication with ints and number. Well, in words, in strings, you can use it to concatenate. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm doing part one, the star to concatenate the text, and then I keep the space, I got amount, etc. But amount this time is a number because nobody converted it. So it says, hey, no, wait, you got an issue here, right? Because you're trying to concatenate a string and an int, right? It's here. So it's useful because it's always explain why you actually have an error. So I hide this. And how to fix it? Well, I need to still use string if I want to add a number in the middle. So I'm converting this number into a string. Or I can just, well, put the quotation mark myself if I wanted to. So that's another way with the star. And then we got a third way that technically we already seen, which is to create a string with those variable inside with the $sign. So I would take, actually it's the shortest one. So I would just take and start with a quotation mark. I end with a quotation mark. It could be triple one. Here I put only one. Then I got the $sign in part one. So $sign part one will be replaced by part one. The space I can leave it because I'm already in a string. So it's good that the space that we were adding here, I got it here. And then amount is going to be replaced. But here I don't need to add string or anything because I'm already in a string. And the $sign, we did it with int and float just before, will replace this by a string with this number we had. So here amount will be 5, then I got the space here that I had here, and then x, and that's it. I can run that, and I want 5x. Play with that so you're sure you understand everything, and you're good, string concatenation now.